Hello, good afternoon, everyone. For for anyone who doesn't know me, my name is Sharon Perry of Your Worth It Foundation Inc., a nonprofit Christian-based company. I'm a low-income housing strategist, and I have found out. I'm just gonna get right into it. I found out that people are uncomfortable with unfamiliar people on and different ways of doing things. Like I said, I'm a low income housing strategist, and my company, we have been in the background for over going on 6 years now in the low income housing. We have strategies to help with affordable housing. I have been to many, many, many meetings for affordable housing because I saw it coming and I saw it getting worse. Even in the year 2010, I believe, in 2010, which was 10 years ago, I saw that it was going to get worse. After the crash of 2008, I saw that it was going to get worse. So when I saw it was going to get worse, I decided to go before God, pray and fast, and to seek some strategies to help many people. And I've been going to meetings and meetings and meetings and meetings and meetings and meetings, and oh my goodness, I've realized that when I go to these meetings, um, most of the funding, most of the resources go to individuals who um, are multimillionaires. And there's one thing about a lot of multimillionaires. Okay, a lot of multimillionaires. Some of them come from humble beginnings. Is a good word to use. Humble beginnings. But if you don't have a spirit of humility, many forget where they come from. Not only that, but times change, and the things that they're used to doing to solve issues no longer uh, solve the issues that are going on now. So when someone new and different like me that came from a background of over 13 years of nursing as a registered nurse, a person who has gone through homelessness. As a matter of fact, right now, I currently reside in a shelter temporarily. When I go to these meetings, because I found out that they look at the millionaire like, oh, okay, you have all the strategies and everything. And I found out what the millionaire is speaking, they don't have all the strategies. They don't have what's needed. Not only do us in the company have first-hand experience with these things, I'm exposed to many different types of people in the women's shelter. There's a lot of things that was not learned by parents, and it's not the parents' fault because the parents themselves did not know information. Like one of the things I keep telling many every meeting I go to, I tell them this one strategy, and I give them one strategy because I need you to understand just a little bit of what's going on. um I tell them that with all the financial teaching and everything that's going on, I noticed that you guys, on all the budgeting, I noticed that you guys do not have for a person to pay themselves. Okay, one thing you have to realize is as long as you are alive, you will have bills to pay. As long as you are alive and you live in any type of house, condo, apartment, you will have some type of bill to pay. Even if you reside in a vehicle that's working, you will have bills to pay. Either brakes, transmission, gas. It's always something you have to pay. And when you learn the basic disciplines, it is easier for you to get through things. I had to learn this myself because I found out, as being a registered nurse and being around many registered nurses from different hospitals. I've worked at different hospitals over the 30 years of my practice, and I found out that poor thinking is not only for the people that are financially poor. I've experienced many nurses that have to go to work. They have to do extra hours at work. They have to do extra and take up a second job, not because the ones that are working in acute care. Let me just make that specific. Because if you're not working in acute care, your pay tends to be less unless you're one of the nurses that deals with court cases that goes over paperwork for the court system, which is a legal nurse. That's something different. But if you're doing home health, if you're doing school clinics, if you're doing, the pay is not livable in the United States. It is not a pay that's livable, especially in Florida. And I was going to do this video from before, but oh my goodness, I was like, okay, let me not do this video, not do this video, but I have to, because as we're wasting time thinking that the millionaires and the people who are already up there has all the solutions, more and more and more people are ending up homeless. In order for you to find a new strategy, you have to take a chance with a new thing. You can't go back to the same old thing to expect new results. And I was on Instagram. Someone tagged me on a video on Instagram with a situation in let me see what it is. A situation in what is it? In Oakland. A situation in Oakland. And that just upset me. That so many moms, dads too, but I'm going to talk about moms because I'm a mom. There's so many women with their kids ending up homeless and unable to afford an affordable place to live because the affordable housing right now is not truly affordable as it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be only 30% of your gross annual income. And gross annual income is the income before taxes are taken out by the government. And in Miami-Dade County, a studio runs for $1,140. That's right there is a median. It can go higher, it can go less, but not that less. It won't be under 1,000 unless you're on some type of housing thing, with some type of voucher or something like that. And a one bedroom is around 1,400. Now the minimum wage in Miami-Dade County is 825. And if anyone calculates that, that's around $348 that a person gets, and let's multiply that times 4, and you will find out that after you pay rent, you will not be able to do anything else but to buy at least a bottle of water. So with this going on, some new strategies has to be implemented. And I have gone and I have spoke to people, and people are okay, okay. And what people are doing is taking the information and trying to implement it themselves. And I don't give you the whole entire layout of it, because many people are in it for the money and they're not in it for the people. When your focus leaves people to go to money, that's why I'm very protective of all the years I've spent fasting and praying and going before God for his people. Because God asks us in the book of Isaiah to take care of these people, the widows, the orphans. There is a lot of things going on right now in this country. And in order for us to get new and more innovative, more cutting edge solutions, we have to be able to listen to people that do not fall into the status quo of what we think a person should look like. And I look nothing like the people that they're used to. I look nothing like the people that they're used to. Not only that, but they don't see the fact that I have the solutions. They see the fact that I'm temporarily in a shelter. The fact that I'm in a shelter put me ahead of the game. Why do I say that? Because I know exactly what the people at the bottom are going through, not through hearsay, but because I'm in the middle of it. If a situation happens, let's say there's an issue that happens in a company. If you are on the outside of the company, you can make assumptions of why a company went down. But if you're inside the company and you see how the company works on a day-to-day basis, if you see how the company has how it poorly addresses communication, how it poorly addresses its workers and respect them as employees. If you see these things on a day-to-day basis, you'll have a better understanding of why a company goes down. I am the person that's in the middle, that not only are in the middle and crying about situations, but I'm in the middle coming up with strategies and solutions. My company has been around for going on 6 years, and I have yet to come across someone who can not only listen but hear what I'm saying. Not only am I a low income housing strategist, but I am a low income housing advocate. It doesn't matter. It's not only the paycheck, because like I said before, when I was working before I had got sick, when I was working before with other nurses who were making around the same pay that I was making, which is $60,000 and up to $120,000, because they did not have the principles by their parents and they did not make the effort to learn the principles, just like before I did not make the effort to learn the principles needed. The more money some people make is the more money they spend. Poverty is more than just physical cash. Poverty is also a mindset. Now, I'm not saying that wages cannot go up. No, wages have to go up because that's ridiculous. It should not be 8.25. That's ridiculous. Because when I can understand it from both sides. As a company owner and as an employee. As an employee, you need more money to pay your bills, take care of your kids, all the things that we have to do on a daily basis. As a business owner, at least what a lot of business owners say is that their staff will have to be cut if the pay increases. Now, I don't know about you. Most of the companies in Miami, Florida, most of them are small business owners. So it will hurt them a lot. But the large business owners are the ones that are saying this. That's the problem. The large business owners are the ones that are saying that they won't have the manpower if they have to go up on pay. I need for someone in one of these large companies, these multi-million dollar companies, to cut their own pay and try to live on the pay that they're paying their employees and see how that goes for them. This is ridiculous and it has to stop. I've put up already my rent to own housing site. We're a nonprofit. So the mother company is Your Worth It Foundation. Let me type it on here, which is the nonprofit. And Wi-Fi is the LLC that manages the actual housing. So we are trying to find people who really, really, really want change. Our goal is not only to provide rent to own homes, but to give you the strategies needed to keep and maintain your home. Because apparently talking to people who are in a level of influence doesn't work. But I know people that are what we call regular people love to help other people out also. And I believe that we all can do it together. Not one person can solve the whole housing crisis. It's a team effort. I realize that this is a huge, huge thing that has to be fixed. I'm going to try to do more videos more frequently. All my videos are not on housing. I also do Bible teaching and ministry videos because Your Worth It Foundation. It's a ministry site. It's a ministry that oversees Wi-Fi because we need people to be whole, not only financially stable, but psychologically stable, psychosocially stable. We need you to be whole in every circumstance. Everyone, I just want to come on here. I just had to say something because, oh my goodness, so many of us lose out on things because the answers we're looking for are not packaged the way we expect. Don't miss out on solutions. Don't miss out on your answers because the package looks different.